versus Retrospecter is one of the best mods I've ever played, and I'm not limiting that statement to Friday Night Funkin' mods. Honestly, I've never been a huge fan of FNF, mainly because of the music. To say I don't like the soundtrack of base FNF would be an understatement. However, I gave versus Retrospecter a chance back around when the Icebreaker update came out, and holy hell, I got addicted. I've been a fan of Retro since 2018 and his boyfriend Kamex since 2020, but I somehow avoided their FNF stuff for the longest time. Probably because I fell out of love with video game remixes at the time. Now that the full mod is out and the sheen of the new release is faded, it's fair to say that the entire Versus Retro team absolutely cooked with this game. So, after many reshuffles, deliberation, and way too much time spent playing this silly furry beep-bop-boop rhythm game, I have a mostly set ranking for each song in this mod. This list was pretty hard to order. The majority of songs I like quite a lot, and most of the songs at the top could be in almost any order for all I care. For each song, I decided I would only rank my favorite version, as if you've played this mod, you're probably more than aware of the various versions of songs like Fuzzy Feeling, and I didn't want to be constantly repeating myself. Also, I'm talking original songs, no remixes, no Dab Battle, MILF, Deathfowl, Acid Storm, or Release. I would have never finished if I included those. Now that that's all said and done, I've delayed enough. From worst to best, let's get into this ranking. Despite what I just said about how hard it was to arrange this ranking, there was always going to be one song that hit the absolute bottom. Felipe. Felipe? This fucking horse. As someone who very much dislikes the current generation of memes, having an entire song composed of meme garbage was going to have to do a lot for me to like it. Felipe doesn't. It's supposed to be meme garbage. Kamex, the mod's main composer, said that he tried to make this and other miscellaneous songs be somewhat good because song bad is a very shallow joke. Unfortunately, this song is just terrible, but it's supposed to be. Good job, you weird goat dragon thing. I want to remove my ears. I find the instrumental and meme sounds pretty annoying, and there's a standard hip-hop-esque beat in the percussion, which, for me, is one of the worst things you can put in a song. Also, this track crashes your game if you don't beat it on the highest difficulty, and yeah, I do have hazard notes turned off in the footage. No way I was doing multiple attempts on this dumpster fire. There was zero doubt in my mind about where this would end up ranking, and I'm willing to bet the majority of people would agree. And for you contrarians out there, no you don't, you like it ironically. Stop lying to yourself.
Thank you so much for playing my
FNF mod.
Shit. Here we go again.
Oh goody, a song with the two most annoying voices in this mod. I think this is the best time to point out that I don't like Boyfriend's voice most of the time. It can be good, but every song without an alternative where he doesn't sing is fighting an uphill battle. I have to do something neat with it. Voices aside, I have some compliments. The intro is really good, and the last third isn't bad. The song is a huge step up from Felipe, but it's brought low in the ranking primarily by the voices. Terry's voice was made with the worst sounding instrument ever conceived, a kazoo. My boyfriend is... boyfriend. The last half with the Dark Shadow Monster, whatever, is just a bunch of buzzing, so not even the plot twist of the song really helps it. If I was ranking just the instrumental, this would be much higher, although it only cracked the middle. As much as I like it, it doesn't go anywhere and is pretty repetitive. Funnily enough, there's a lyrical cover of this song by Juno Songs on YouTube, who also did some of the art for this game. It's fine, but I wish he covered almost any other song. I think he could have done well with any of Kamex's one-off IPU songs, personally. He did get Kamex to sing Sub-Zero previously. As a whole, it's alright, just could have used better voices. It's down here because it annoys me.
You never catch me naming my character something like rock plus stone equals rock cone.
This song barely edges out Drone Tome, and it's for one reason only. I am a sucker for the 8-bit instrumental. This song only exists because of a joke Retro made about his naming scheme in a video about a very certain moth that I want to talk about. There's really not much to this track, it just sounds kinda nice. But it's brought down by Boyfriend's voice, again. It's pretty short, which helps the ranking. I might have just praised the 8-bit composition, but it would get pretty annoying eventually. The song is just kinda novel, it's only above Drone because of that instrumental, and it doesn't irritate me as much. Can't say I dislike the song, but I would easily skip it if it came up in a playlist. I'm gonna be honest, the song is only above Rockone because it's cute. It has a lot of similarities, simple instrumental, annoying boyfriend voice, and it's pretty short. As a cat owner myself, I can't dislike this one, and I'd rather listen to it than the next three, but I can't justify ranking it any higher. It's a little scribbler song. I'm not gonna pretend it's anything better than alright. That being said, I can see myself getting annoyed by this song if I had to listen to it for too long, but... Cat! The brain parasites say this one must be heard. They also say I should give all earthly possessions to my cat. And it's probably nothing important. Oh yeah, Miles is cute too. Both the cat and the song.
That is it, you filthy angel.
And we've left the miscellaneous songs. Blammerhead is perhaps the most boring song in the mod. It's not composed terribly, and it has the side story version to remove the worst aspect of it. However, the circus-esque feel of it is just not my thing. Also, Motion's voice is boring. The instrumental doesn't do enough to get over how plain the sharks sound. I like the change up in the middle, but the song lasts a bit too long. I could have done without a few of the ending measures. This is the first actually decent song in the ranking, but it's got hefty competition. We'll get to that good stuff eventually, though. Another boringish song has hit the ranking. Lullaby is cool from a story and character perspective, but as a song, it's just... Sorry, I dozed off a bit. What keeps this above Blammerhead is only Dozerk's voice in the side story version. He's got one of the better voices in this mod, but it can't carry this very dull piece any higher. My favorite part is Dozerk's single note towards the beginning. Aside from that, I think I had the most neutral expression possible when I played this one for the first time. I'm running out of things to say, there's just nothing to add here. Thankfully, the song after makes up for it. This is easily the song I have the most conflicting feelings on. Pretentious is one of the few songs Retrospecter made entirely by himself for the Part 2 update, as he was otherwise too busy writing and directing. Pretentious has a very good intro, an amazing pair of voices in the side story version, and a great switch up in the last third. However, the instrumental for most of the song is exactly the kind of stuff I don't like. The dubstep is trying way too hard, just like Highness now that I think about it, and just like Highness, I don't like it very much. I can't say the song annoys me, its best part's very good. It's just the dubstep overload and that hip-hop backing. Easily Retro's weakest song by a decent margin, but even the song has qualities I like, so I can't say I dislike it. Pretentious is the first song I will say is good on the ranking.
What can I say? I aim to please.
And Spell is another song I have conflicting feelings on. There's a lot of things going for it. Sakuruma's voice is second only to Zertro's, and Ace's voice is not far behind her. Maku, Azurius, and Dozerk's are better though. As for Spell's instrumental, it's both the best and the worst part of the song. While many segments are beautiful and eerie, the percussion ruins it. It follows that standard hip-hop style that I've already complained about, which, you know, it's the turn-off. Every moment without it, the song is great. Every moment with it makes my stomach turn. If it wasn't for the percussion, easily a top 20 song, but it's theirs, so 46 it goes. This and Pretentious were swapped around a lot during decision-making, but I gave Spell the slight edge because Sakuruma. That's it. Retro, you got me down bad for a moth. I didn't even think that was possible. Anyways, Spell. I don't like it very much. On to the next.
The Infernal Lands aren't a tourist attraction. It's literal hell down here.
Ah. Retrospecter's first foray into original FNF songs, and it's pretty good. The song's simplicity works to its benefit. You can tell it's an early retro piece, but it's still catchy. I like the sonically voice samples, that's what the goes are. And I like the transition into Zertro's voice at the end. It's also somewhat varied and has this building feel to it. There's not much to add, the song's biggest crime is just being bland. It also takes a bit to get started. Other songs with long intros earn them by either being very unique or difficult. This one doesn't do either. Just listening I don't mind, but when playing it, it definitely drags. Also, Boyfriend's voice is no alternative, but the only thing that would get the song any higher is a Retro vs. Saku remix. But as there is none, it remains as the last of the OK songs.
You two got this.
The first song I can confidently say is good without any sort of preface or qualifier. Running Laps is just solid. It's short, got a good instrumental, Ace's voice is great, and I found myself humming this piece while running. Kinda fitting. I think the voice break after the intro is a little unnecessary. Feels like it was added to make this already short song ever so slightly longer. If Kamex wanted some added length, he could have extended the intro. The ending feels a little abrupt if you ask me. Aside from that, it's nice and purry, as are most of Kamex's songs, but as a result, there isn't any huge memorable segment. Small tangent, while I like both Retro and Kamex's stuff quite a lot, I tend to prefer Retro songs. He seems to make more melodic tracks, often with great intros and some form of a switch-up. Kamex, on the other hand, goes for variety and hones in on one single feeling or emotion for each track. Neither is necessarily better or worse, but I certainly have a preference. Back to Running Laps, though. Solid song. Nothing terrible, nothing amazing. It's pretty good.
You have my word. I can't even cross my fingers.
Easily the creepiest song in this mod, and I am all here for it. Seasire is haunting and a perfect fit for the most dastardly of the Infernalings. His weaknesses are Trosen's voice, although the added reverb really helps it, and just that it's a little slow in some segments. The shift from the faster-paced percussion-heavy segments and the haunting piano flow very well together. I also might just be a sucker for the spooky feeling the song emanates. Halloween is my favorite holiday, after all. This song is another solid one, and it goes above Running Laps with the spookiness.
Hey, it's alright. I'm here.
I almost feel bad for putting Icebreaker this low, but I honestly cannot think of any reason to put it higher. The song is one of the best intros of any track and a great instrumental. However, good luck hearing anything but the percussion. Zertro might have my favorite voice in this mod, but it's not suited to a more emotional song. It completely drowns out the piano, which is my favorite aspect of this one. And Isolation's voice is just not one I have any strong feelings on. Doesn't add, doesn't detract. There's also the ticking percussion during the bridge in the second, faster pace half. That I like. Similarly to Pretentious, it has great aspects in it, but they're overshadowed by its clashing elements. Funny how the song and the entire update was named after ends up being the weakest of that bunch. Also, fuck the ice notes.
Hey, it's not so bad.
The song is just a vibe. It doesn't do anything outstanding, but it feels so nice to listen to. This is the first song that captures the odd feeling of energetic comfort that so many of Kamex's songs have. However, it's the weakest of that bunch. Metro and Mace's voices blend pretty well though. I mean, he's better. Contrary to the song's title, these two are very homo. The voices get a bit messy in some areas, but the sustained notes are wonderful here. Not much to say, I just like the feels.
Last chance to turn back.
Another one of Retro's early pieces, and boy does it show. Zortro's voice carries this song, as the instrumental isn't anything special, but it does capture the menace of the Infernalling of Wrath pretty well. The song's biggest flaw is just that it doesn't play into Retro's strengths of the musician. He's good at melodies, the song doesn't really hold on to any, and as such is kind of forgettable. So why is it above No Homo? I like how intense it is, and as said before, Zortro's voice. Also that ending barrage, I like how aggressive it is. The song is really only above the last one because it plays to my taste pretty well. I also might be nostalgic for it.
Maybe I'll finally get noticed by Maku.
Kamex has returned to his Pokemon remixes, it seems. Oh wait, nope, just using the sound font. I like the instrumental. I'm a sucker for video game songs after all. But the song after, Peacocky, does everything this song does, but better. Busy also has a somewhat annoying voice. That's entirely intentional though. No one likes this nerd. His chromatics were made using a Squidward voice line, funnily enough. The song is brought up by the Side Story remix, though. Azurius has one of the best voices in this mod, both singing and actual dialogue. This song might be higher if Peacocky wasn't a thing, but as it stands, it's pretty good. Just nothing outstanding. Small little fun fact, the only reason Peacocky exists is because Kamex wasn't satisfied with the song, and frankly, neither am I. Can't hate it though, still pretty catchy, and again, Pokemon inspiration. I may not be a Pokemon fan, but I am a sucker for its music.
Did you just cut in front of me?
Can you feel that Doom inspiration? This is another song that plays to my taste, although it's a bit too messy to land much higher. There's no memorable melody, so the song ends up being kind of forgettable. What isn't forgettable is Vinsation's voice. Goddamn, she's got some angry pipes. And Vinsation sounds good in the Side Story mix as well. Weirdly enough, the two goat voices don't blend very well with each other. I wish we had another song with Vinsation, if only to give those mean vocals another chance to shine. Although I might just want more Vinsation because she's kinda hot.
That was so much fun! I want to practice singing more!
Another peaceful yet energetic Kamex mix, and oh my god, I want to hug Maku so bad. Anyways, the song is just adorable. Maku is one of my favorite voices in the game, and everything in this piece is a total vibe. I once again don't have much to say outside of this song just being cute and feel good. What puts it above Gothroth and why I prefer it over No Homo is both Maku's voice and the less spammy, more serene vocals. It also helps that Maku is a national treasure who must be protected at any cost. Or maybe I'm just down bad for the moths in this game. God damn it, Retro.
No more.
Metroid is one of the best video game franchises, especially Prime 2, and wait, this is Merkstroid. Whoops. The song was started by Retro, but finished by Kamex, and while I didn't notice the style change on my first listen, after finding out where Kamex took over, I cannot unhear it. Between Maiko and Boyfriss, I prefer Boyfriss, funnily enough, and Holy Dragon Ball's Metro sounds good in this song. I love the chaos in this track, sounds like a monster's rampaging, which is more or less exactly what it's supposed to be. The song also has an unexpectedly somber bit in it, almost like Metro is lamenting the monster he's become after snaking on too much green crystal. And the segment after that is like Maiko or Boyfriss is taunting him, and then it's back to chaos. I like the songs that have progression or a narrative, and this is one of those select few. It's mainly the player voices that bring it down. Otherwise, this is a total bop that I would listen to if I'm in a particularly distracted mood.
I didn't think you'd have the balls.
Give me an IPU!
Another early Retro song, and this is another bop. That cheering at the beginning always gets me a little pumped up. It's a good workout song. It does nothing incredible, but it's got that Retrospecter flair that I enjoy. Memorable melodies, a return of the ectospasm leitmotif near the end, and Metro's great voice. This is a foot tapper for sure, and a great warm-up for the rest of the IPU songs. The voice samples cheering on really add the aesthetics of this piece, with the only drawback being a slight bit of randomness just before the ending measure. As good as Sigma is, it ends up being not very memorable, mostly thanks to the song afterwards and the one song before it.
Well, let's hear it.
This song reminds me of Undertale. It's 100% that sound font. That aside, I love the computer sounds throughout, especially the Windows startup at the beginning. The song is one of Kamex's catchier songs thanks to the way it iterates on its melody over and over again. It's another good song that I find hard to skip, and it's weirdly energetic. Not what you would expect from the sloth robots.
I'm allowed all the time!
Maku's adorableness strikes again. Is that even a word? Except instead of being cute as a button, she's well, look at her. Thirsting aside, the song's got my two favorite moth women singing and they both sound great. I like the adorable, almost sleepy vibe of the song. Once again, no real main melody, but each segment is nice. I just wish the percussion was toned down a tiny bit. This is easily the song that changed the most in ranking. I initially ranked it very high, but over time it settled lower. It just didn't have anything to grab me on repeat listens. Maybe I was associating it with Sakuroma's hottest singles.
Shut up, Mako! I need my peyote sleep!
Food!
Station is here to scream, and my god does this song go hard. But maybe a little too hard. Like most of Kamex's songs, it sacrifices a main melody and leans too much into chaos, especially near the end. But the entire thing is a headbanger, and I can't hear my thoughts over the storming goat demon. The best part of the song for me is the beginning measures, or maybe it's the bit where the song calms down and becomes almost meta-orchestral. Either way, I'm grooving out into the repeating barrages near the end. I think Glunisher captured the song's feel, but just a little better. We'll get to it later.
To be fair, I never said how many songs it would be.
Spookiness returns, this time with energy. Makuvet is intense, fast, and it's got some real nice details in the instrumental. Along with the Jaws-inspired tune, the instrumental has some sonar blips mixed in, like Retrospecter is closing in, ready to strike. There is one issue though. There's not really a through-line melody again, mostly chaos and intensity. It's this mod's scary song, but ultimately hard to remember outside of that stellar intro. The first of the great songs here, and there are several more to come.
I'm training my vocal cords today. See if you can keep up.
The first of the newer retro compositions. Both the original and the remix are about equal. I prefer the instrumental of the OG because it doesn't have the hip-hop percussion, but the voices and added segments of the remix bring a lot to this otherwise simple piece. It really depends on the mood. The long sustained notes are very nice to listen to, and I often find myself listening to this one more than once if it comes up. I think my favorite part of the Ace remix is this little bit. It's catchy and makes great use of both of these goofs' voices. Fun fact, the original version of the song was the first one I ever completed when I played Part 1. I had yet to play any sort of FNF, so this mod was a trial by fire for me. I have a soft spot for the song because of it, but I think this is the perfect placement.
Log number 388.
Oh boy, I'm sure nothing bad will come of me putting this song near the middle. Maybe it's because I first played this song while tired and exhausted, or because I'm not a big FNF fan. This song doesn't speak to me as much as others. It's still very good, firmly in the great category, but it doesn't do enough for me to rank it higher. Onto the actual song, Extirpation is very long, clocking in at 7 minutes and 7 seconds. Sorry, I don't know what came over me. The original segments are very good, but they overstay their welcome, since a few are repeated just before the first round of references. Speaking of all those references, half of this song is leitmotifs from popular FNF songs. I didn't recognize any of them except Unbeatable initially, that song is pure fire by the way. And while now I get more of them, specifically Dad Battle, Thunderstorm Release, and Silly Billy, I do forget the rest. Each segment goes pretty hard though, and it's clear this song and the entire mod was a love letter to the FNF community, even if they kinda turned on retro. Just one that didn't speak to me. This song is probably the least replayable due to its length and plotting nature, but not bad by any means. Also, as the final song, it was a little disappointing because of, well, a song I'll talk about much, much later.
As promised earlier, I will offer you both my special service.
Finally, a Saku song! I can talk about my favorite character! Heartmelter feels kind of out of place with Saku's other songs. It doesn't capture the playful, seductive vibe that I like in Fuzzy Feeling, but it's still a bop. Heartmelter was one of the weaker songs of Part 1, but with Saku's new voice, it sounds incredible and fits her aesthetic very well. Energetic, catchy, nice melodies, the Retrospecter special. A great song to prepare you for the spectacle that comes afterwards.
Stitriol, prepare the throwable concoctions.
Izurius has an amazing voice. Did I say that already? This song has a great instrumental and the angelic, demonic, pipes of my third favorite character. This song oozes with Izzy's confidence and I'm all here for it. The faster paced vocals in the song don't fit as well with his operatic voice as the longer sustained notes do, but I can't identify a part of the song that would change. It also escapes the Kamex curse of lacking a memorable melody. I find myself singing along with this one whenever it comes on or I play it. The only detractor is that it doesn't match the strengths of Izzy's voice, but he still sounds incredible. Late nights spent studying, hours of lost sleep, stressing over every last detail. Finals week captures that draining feeling. Metro and Mace's voices blend well here, and the song is almost operatic. It's got memorable bits, especially this little segment. And every moment of the song serves to further enhance the feeling of sheer emptiness that finals week can leave you with. The song also feels calming in a sense, like a helping hand, or a friend telling you everything will be alright. There's a sense of tranquility amongst the utterly defeated feeling the song emanates. I like this one for the emotion it brings, even if it also brings back some rather stressful memories. It's one of Kamex's finest, honing in on a single emotion and absolutely nailing it.
Very well. Let's begin.
I'm not much of a fan of jazz, but this song is pretty catchy. The intro especially sets a nice, tranquil mood, lulling you into a false sense of security before it roars to life, hitting you with a swingy, upbeat melody. The song is a bit repetitive, but it's oozing with character. Hive Mind sounds great, and this serves as a nice intro to the Queen of Greed. Not too much to say here, I like the vibe, and especially that intro.
What manner of trickery is this?
Going from Hive Mind's elegance to her ferocity, Deadfine gets rid of any sort of structure to go for pure madness, and thanks to Hive Mind's voice and the unique instrumental, it works pretty well. At times the song is a bit too chaotic. It doesn't have a catchy melody, but it's always a nice listen. It would be higher if Buzzle didn't exist. The instrumental here blends especially well, and the understated piano tops it off. Once again, very little to say. I like the chaos, Hive Mind, and the messy nature of this song.
Oh my, what a surprise!
And here we have the first of the Saku and Ace duets, Cold Hearted. Not going to lie, the song will be much higher if you use Saku's original voice. While I prefer her new voice in most songs, her old voice works better in this one specifically. But only the new version is in versus Retrospecter. I'm not going to cheat and rank the old rendition from versus Ace, so this wonderful, catchy, amazing song is knocked down just a bit. Cold Hearted is a song I find hard to listen to once. I just have to replay it. Even with Saku's new voice, the song is calming, peaceful, yet energetic, and captures the feeling of hanging with a friend in the bitter cold of winter. A small bit of fuzzy feeling made its way into the song as well, although it's given its own flair here, which I like. There's something about the Saku and Ace duets that speak to me, or maybe just Sakuroma. They blend well together, and Kamex's style lends itself especially well to the aesthetic. I could gush about the song more, but you get the idea. It's the first amazing song of this ranking.
I see you sure know how to budget yourself! Haha!
Just barely edging out Cold Hearted is a favorite of many, including Retrospecter himself, and Buzzle. While the beginning drags a bit, it only builds up anticipation for the switch halfway through. Or, if it's your first listen, it lulls you further into Sweet Talk's false security.
I valued our time, dear. Really, I have. But it's getting late.
Also, I kind of think Hiveless Hive Mind is, well, look at her. That aside, the jazzy instruments are put to great use in the beginning, and their distorted counterparts in the second half are wonderfully chaotic. Also, if it wasn't apparent in the footage, I am hot garbage at the song. The beginning is just too slow for me.
Oh. So, what do you say, hot stuff?
Peacocky has a great intro, more Pokemon sound font, and it complements Azorius particularly well in the side story mix. The long sustained segments combined with the more rapid fire notes blend incredibly well, and this song feels grand. The melodies once again are very catchy. The song is wonderfully varied in so many ways, with Mizzy constantly trying to one-up you, only to fail as Izzy, or boyfriend, bursts out his own counter melody that completely drowns out the nerd bird. Once again, a storytelling song, and it barely beats out in Buzzle thanks to its sound font and catchiness. Also, Azorius, enough said.
You're officially one of the boys in my book.
But you finally arrived at another one of Retrospecter songs. Spoiler alert, most of them are beyond this point. Bronzestorm blends classical instruments and the raw chaos of these two blue meatheads to great effect. The intro sets a tone that gets obliterated once Metro's first turn-ins, almost like Zortro was testing him. The violins combined with the percussion create a building instrumental that fits the chaotic vocals both blue bullies scream out. I especially like this little bit. Once again, catchy melodies, varied segments, and it plays to my tastes. But it still wasn't enough to crack the top 20.
Hell yeah! Let's do this! I'm starving!
This song is the definition of ebb and flow. Every measure leads into the next, and the constant building intensity is great. Insation's voice is metal as hell, and I'm all here for it. The song truly captures the fury of Insation very well, and it sounds very grand. The melodies are also very memorable, and make perfect use of Insation's voice. The song is chaotic, but it's controlled enough to still sound incredible. Intense in all the right ways, but it knows when to calm itself, if only so it can build up again. What gutlery, lacked in flow the song has in spades. Been a favorite since my first listen, and one that had quite the glow up from its initial preview.
And it looks like Mace from the Infernal Wing has stepped out onto the field. That all you got?
This song truly feels like a duel. Both singers constantly trying to outdo the other at every turn. I like the Sega Genesis instrumental. It's pretty similar to Sigma's, but man does it sound amazing here. There's also the overtime reference at the beginning, and holy shit, the climbing notes during the bridge to the song's middle are amazing. And once Ace starts singing, it's a perfect fusion. After the constant building and climbing intensity, Ace cools it all down and the song ends peacefully. Another story song, one that portrays the relationship between the Blue Dragons and their rivalry with Boyfriends pretty well. A wonderful piece that is a standout even amongst the incredible songs of the IPU week.
In Lust We Trust. Sakuroma speaking.
More Saku and Ace! Catwalk is a song so good it inspired me to write a certain scene in an Infernadice fanfiction I made several months back. Yeah, I made a fanfiction of a silly mod. Don't go looking for it, especially if you're a minor. You've been warned. That aside, I love the house-inspired instrumental and the playful vibe of the song. And those voice samples! Sakuroma's singing! It's heavenly, and it really adds to the atmosphere of this already incredible piece. The way it builds and drops is wonderful. It's just so hard to resist the urge to dance at this piece. There's not a single complaint I have, just that there are better songs in this mod, even if not by much. Ectospasm, Kamex edition. Kind of. I had no idea what to expect when part 2 dropped, but this surpassed any expectation I could have had. This chaotic, yet still catchy and somewhat melodic song immediately set an incredibly high bar for the rest of the mod. It truly captured the chaos of the rampaging Apoctro, getting intensity and climbing with every measure to the point the audio software couldn't even handle it. The only complaint I have is that Ectospasm exists. The song was certainly trying to capture the same atmosphere, and while it succeeds, it sacrifices the overall quality that Ectospasm had. Some segments drag, and with the song being 5 minutes, it gets a little old by the end. Not very re-listenable, but still a banger nonetheless. And hey, look who it is! I got the Apoctro plushie. Corruptro is easily the song that has grown on me the most since my first listen, and for good reason. Instead of trying to recapture Ectospasm, the song went for chaos in a more distorted way. This is a long one, at 5 minutes and 14 seconds, but it earns that length. It's extremely varied, chaotic, operatic, and Corrupt Duo especially feels like a clash between titans. It's unrelenting and crazy, but never too much. Every segment constantly builds into the song and barely hold itself together. But somehow it doesn't devolve into utter randomness and ends with the best version of the Ectospasm leitmotif. It took me a while to come around on this song, but after hearing Corrupt Duo, it had to get a spot in the top 20.
Only turn that resonator on if our creator comes back.
This song had to be amazing to make up for the snooze fest that was Lullabyte, and boy does it ever. While Dorzlik's voice is great, the song is a very unique instrumental as well, somehow combining mechanical and lullaby elements to create an almost creepy piece, but one that is a huge banger. It has several memorable bits, especially the Rockabye Baby inspired segment. That one has me humming every time. This track builds until its drop is ready and offers a nice intermission from the hard beats. The growing intensity sounds like Dozark is gaining more and more power, gathering energy until he shuts down and it's just you singing again. Very replayable, a massive banger. The song has been a favorite ever since my first listen.
Trust me, you won't regret duetting with me, I assure you.
The moment I first heard the preview of this song, I knew it would be one of the greatest. Ego Brainiac perfectly plays at the strengths of Izzy's voice. The long, operatic notes sound incredible. This bird wasn't kidding, his voice is heavenly. It also captures personality very well, with him cutting you off near the end, and before that, the constant building intensity as he tries to outdo you. And that instrumental, holy mackerel, that instrumental is utterly divine. Demonic? The orchestral elements truly blend perfectly with the bird's solo choir and prop him up to be the big deal he sees himself as. Azorius sure knows how to impress. This song and everyone after are near perfect.
What's that? Afraid of breaking your heart? I won't break your heart. I'll fix it.
Holy. Heartbreaker Sakuroma stole the show when she appeared, until people saw Night Flayed. As a certified Saku simp, the song is dangerously seductive, combining the energy of Heartmelter and the vibe of Fuzzy Feeling to create this wonderfully messy song. Weirdly, I tend to prefer the instrumental over the full song. I just think some voice segments are a bit too chaotic and don't match the instruments as well as they could have. But at the same time, Buraku's voice is just... well, I want to hear more of it. And those voice lines. By God, either Retro or Kamex is an evil genius and Ninfia is an amazing actor. She did every female voice in the mod, by the way. A Sakuroma song that makes me want to sin harder than anyone has sinned before. Easily gets a very high spot in the ranking. Also, I have the Buraku plushie. Don't worry, I haven't done anything weird with her. I like her too much to defile her in any way.
Give in to temptation.
I don't know.
From way too sexy to way too adorable, Kamex's remix of his own song has me vibing along for its entire duration. Despite its length, 5 minutes and 45 seconds, Frostbite 2 doesn't feel all that long. Its length is perfect. I adore the vibe of this song. It's so peaceful yet so energetic, and the voices blend so well. And the instrumental... the piano, the sax, the repeating melodies, that bopping bass. I love this song. A perfect melody for wasting the winter night away with a friend. I can't feel any negative emotions when this song is playing. It's impossible. It's all feel good, but in the best way. I could gush more, but I feel like I'd be repeating myself. This song is truly amazing. No complaints, and I want to give Maku a hug.
We'll be an unstoppable trio.
Another Ace original, Moonlight is the perfect end credit song for the IPU side story. I remember first hearing this back when it was first uploaded and being absolutely floored by how incredible this one is. One of the few songs that use 3 voices, and we have 3 of the best, Bass, Maku, and Metro, all combined into a wonderful melody that will put any worry to rest. The leitmotifs included are incredible and add so much to this song. This power throuple is adorable, and I wish there were more songs using all 3 of them. This one was the hardest to place, but ultimately it barely surpasses Frostbite 2. I can't praise this piece enough.
revolt! Who dares approach the Wrath ramparts?
We're in the top 10 now. My favorite version of Satisfacture is, of course, Satisflatter, specifically using the OG voices for Saku and Retro. There's something about how they both sound that works so well in this one, probably nostalgia. The Satisfacture was already a great song, but it's brought down by a lacking instrumental and Boyfriend's voice. But with Sakuroma's influence, the song ascends into the big leagues. The clash between Retro and Saku's voice works incredibly well, and the change in instrumental gives this one so much added atmosphere.
Holy shit.
Okay, you guys, I'll try. Only because you both believe in me. Brad? Give me an IPU.
Maku is a treasure. Preppy had big shoes to fill after the song before it, and it certainly lives up, turning the fuzzy feeling melody into an adorable sounding melody that works so well you'd swear it was always meant to be this way. And Maku's laugh is just impossible to dislike. The pure energy and joy in the song makes it impossible to hate, and the future bass-inspired instrumental is super unique, sounding almost arcadey in some bits, but it never lets up with the powerful percussion and that wonderfully cheery melody. A perfect song for Maku and an amazing penultimate song for the IPU week.
That's another point for Team Infernal. Looks like this match is heading into overtime.
Overtime had a lot to live up to, from being the final song of the already incredible batch of songs from the main IPU week. It delivers amazingly, combining the intensity of Acid Iron with Maku's cheery attitude to give us an incredible send-off. A song that feels like a pure celebration as much as it is a challenge. For as spammy and fast as the song gets, it still maintains a great melody and even adds in some choir. I guess Ectospasm can't stay away. The flow is perfect, the energy is insane, the voices blend incredibly well, and for once, Boyfriend isn't annoying. Also, the voice line is amazing. Both a taunt and a preparation for the barrage that follows. The song is my favorite for a long time after I first heard it, and while it has dwindled over time, pun not intended, it's still one of my favorites and a wonderful send-off to my favorite week in the mod.
What's wrong with a little waiting? Patience is a virtue, after all.
By far the most unique song in this mod, Waitkeeper, or my favorite version, Rage Weeper, has the unique task of making both Pendulumbra's heads have distinct segments, but similar enough for them to blend well, and pardon the pun, but holy shit does it succeed. It feels heavenly for Pendu segments, using an acoustic guitar, bells, and a holy choir. While Umbra employs an electric guitar, heavier drums, synth, and the same choir is now in terror. Every time the song flips between the two, the entire atmosphere changes, yet you'd never mistake each segment for a different song. And when they combine in the end, it is a catharsis I didn't know existed. And that ending segment. The final note is, pardon the pun again, heavenly. This song is a true masterclass and easily one of Kamex's best, playing to his strengths as a musician perfectly and blessing our ears, pun not intended again, with a song like no other.
Yes. I get that a lot.
The double mouth duet is cute, cheery, blends the vocals very well, and incorporates fuzzy feeling and preppy to wonderful effect. The instrumental combines the cutesy vibes of Maku's songs with Saku's more pop-inspired aesthetic, and they match great. I love the variation in the song too. The melody flows from the slower moments perfectly into the catchy main melody. And when the fuzzy feeling instrumental comes in, it makes a grand entrance, roaring in and stealing the show.
That's how you do it, huh?
And the ending measures. The way it goes from fuzzy feelings ending to preppy's beginning is simply beautiful. The only thing I don't like about this is that the song can be kind of repetitive, but the melody is so nice, I don't even mind. This one could be carried by how much I like the moths, but it's my list. Number 6. Deal with it.
Thanks, Saku.
Come now, darling. Show me that voice of yours.
Fuzzy Feeling is a song so good it single-handedly outperformed all of Retro's other FNF songs on YouTube, until Ectospasm that is. But he made it even better. The original Fuzzy Feeling, similarly to Satisfacture, is brought down by a locking instrumental and Boyfriend's voice. But Scaly Feeling fixes both in the best way. This track is another incredible blend of Retro and Saku. Soft and intense, any version of Scaly Feeling works. OG, V2, or the V1.5. That isn't on the soundtrack, by the way. The guitar sounds incredible, the constant build-up is amazing, Saku and Zurcho sound fantastic as always, and the ending is a pure eargasm. Easily one of my favorites and my most replayed song. Loved it since I first heard it, and still love it now. One of Retro's finest for sure. These top 5 could honestly be in any order, but I had to pick an order, so number 5 for Scaly Feeling.
Hey, Maku, want to sing this next one together?
Sure! I'd love to!
How the hell does he do it? This song is pure bliss. The voices blend incredibly well, the instrumental is heavenly and incorporates multiple leitmotifs, most noticeable is Ectospasm at the start. Maku also sings a bit of preppy later. Another perfect credit song. I love everything about this one. I just wish it was longer. Every melody here is catchy, the building instruments crescendo into a wonderful send-off. This was my favorite song when I finished part 1, and as you can see, it's still among them. There's not a single thing I would change. Post-game is wonderful and captures the peaceful yet energetic vibes so many of Kamex's songs do, but in Retro's way. Never fails to make me smile. I could gush more, but I'd be repeating myself. Let's move on. Even with every new song, every update to Part 1, everything added in Part 2, Ectospasm is still a masterpiece. Intense, operatic, epic, and so difficult. This song is easily the most memorable. So memorable, its leitmotif gets used time and time again throughout the soundtrack. But it all started here. The bonus extra hard song that still kicks ass. The instrumental is constantly building, adding elements and heightening its intensity. Zortro is screaming and belting out his best performance. As good as Kamex's remix and Ectogasm are, they still can't beat the chaos of the original. A song that perfectly captures the fury of the infernaling of Wrath. An incredible piece of music that has stood the test of time, one that I've listened to time and time again. That bit of background choir was actually inspired by the soundtrack of Metroid Prime, which is one of Retro's favorite games. It's also one of mine, although Echoes is better than the original if you ask me. While many other songs went for the same feeling that Ectospasm did, this one captures that David vs. Goliath energy the best. And it sounds so damn good on Apocalypse difficulty. Of course, that wasn't composed by Retro, that was by Andrew. So, I'm not counting it. If I did, it'd be number 1, no questions asked.
This ends now.
Remember when I said Extra Patient was a disappointment? This song is why. Apocalyptro blew my socks off, while this one obliterated the entire room. Catastrofiend is a true fusion of Kamex and Retro strengths, and it's like nothing else I've ever heard. The layered voices are incredible. Catastro's voice is insanely good, and despite this song being 7 minutes long, it's never tiring, never boring, and it's never gotten old. This track is varied, chaotic in a controlled way, and knows just when to switch up its game. The break in its middle serves as a nice refresher, but once it ends, the song roars back with an improved voice for Boyfriend and even better melodies. The constant building in both the vocals and instrumental complement the environment perfectly, with you and Catastro ascending higher and higher as you battle for musical dominance. And the ending measures. By God, those ending measures are amazing. After a short break from the most intense part of the song, it roars back even more powerful than ever and barrages you one last time before the Hydra goes down. Every bit of the song oozes with talent, power, and raw perfection. I can't think of a single sore spot, a single part to dislike. It's bombastic and powerful, it knows just when to calm itself so it can roar again, louder than before. Kamex and Retro did an incredible job with this song in every regard. 10 out of 10, perfection. If this is how Infernodice is starting, I can't wait to see where it goes from here. Retro, Kamex, Everyone else who worked on this project, take as much time as you need. But with that being said, there's still one song left.
MTRO! What's that spell? Metro! I think.
The song that made me download Part 1. Acid Iron is another storytelling song, this time about Metro pushing himself to his limit to win. It starts with an amazing intro, building up to the first barrage. Everyone is cheering, anticipation is building, and after that whistle blows, the first barrage comes. It's faster than anything else you've seen in this week thus far. Metro's not playing around. Every segment sounds incredible and is very memorable. Ectospasm's choir comes in to back the instrumental as it powers along. As the song's middle approaches, Metro appears to be losing, so he pushes himself to his limit. Look at this! These sprites only appear in this one song. They didn't have to do this. Boyfriend and Metro belt out at each other, fighting for dominance over the song, building up until they both crash down to catch their breath. But once they recover, it's clear Metro is winded, yet still pushing for his victory while Boyfriend continues belting. With one final exhausted note, Metro grows quiet. Leaving his opponent to repeat the intro to a cheering crowd, only to repeat again with a key change, ending high and strong. I fucking love Acid Iron. So much to like in it, the storytelling, the melodies, the energy, intensity, and just how varied it is. I've never gotten tired of it, and I have it to thank for getting me into this mod.